right now, a quick live look at the Pentagon, where we are waiting for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who will brief us on these strikes. Major cities across the U.S., meanwhile, are on high alert following Saturday night's airstrikes targeting nuclear sites in Iran. Law enforcement agencies issuing security advisories and deploying additional forces to locations sensitive to retaliatory Iranian attacks. NewsNation's Marcus Espinoza is live in front of the NYPD headquarters in New York City. Marcus, I know the area you're in very well. Good morning. Give us a sense of what's happening where you are and, of course, other cities across the country.
Hena, good morning. Yeah, all is calm right now, but the New York Police Department, the largest city police department in the country, certainly on high alert right now for what they're calling soft targets. Basically, your churches, your synagogues, things like that, places where there potentially could be a threat after the actions that the United States took yesterday in Iran. That, of course, now is garnering a bit of a fear that something could happen here, and police departments are well aware of the fact that what happened internationally could affect folks here on the ground. So not just the New York Police Department, really police departments across the country really getting out ahead of this and trying to let folks know to be vigilant, to be aware. The New York Police Department putting out a tweet as well, if we can bring that up in just a second here, basically acknowledging this and making it very, very clear that they are aware of what is happening here and that they would like to do everything they can to keep everybody safe as they're tracking the situation unfolding in Iran. Out of an abundance of caution, we're deploying additional resources to religious, cultural, and diplomatic sites across New York City and coordinating with our federal partners. We'll continue to monitor for any potential impact to New York City. So that is the focus. The focus today really, Hena, is on that prevention, trying to make sure as much as they can, as best as they can, to prevent something from happening in and around the city. New York City, of course, has no shortage of places that could be an attack for anybody looking to inflict harm against the United States here. We all know New York City is a popular place, and a lot of people certainly have been and visited here. So huge police department here. They are trying to do everything they can to stay out in front of this. But the name of the game right now, prevention, and really trying to stay on top of anything suspicious. Again, if you see something, say something. That message is well being repeated. So certainly new times here again in New York City, but we are monitoring that situation and seeing how the New York City Police Department is handling it. Hena.
Marcus, I have to ask, from what you're learning, how real is this threat? Like you mentioned, there's no shortage of soft targets here in New York City. Does it vary city by city?
I'm sorry, could you ask that one more time?
Yeah, how real is this threat? Or is it varying city by city, or is it metropolitan areas like here, where we are in New York?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great question. What I said earlier this morning, I think it applies. I think there's the concern is the threat of a threat, right? I think that's what the police department and law enforcement across the country are doing right now, is that they are just preparing for anything. There has not been any credible threat here that they've announced, and perhaps they would keep it to themselves anyways for operational security purposes there. But certainly this threat is real as far as the possibility of something. They want to be aware of that. They want to be ready for anything here. So that is how New York City's operating. Also the smaller cities across the country. It is the summer now officially. We have parades, we have all kinds of things going on, places that could be those soft targets. So law enforcement really, is concerned about those two things. Individuals inspired by global events, and then also just any sort of like sleeper cell getting activated. So that's the concern right now, especially in a metropolitan city like New York here, Hena.
Yeah, like you said, no shortage of soft targets in this country. Marcus Espinoza, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.